few of my friends actually asked me to talk about this subject today because they're hoping perhaps if the message gets out, it might help men. At the same time, it should help women in developing a bit of a stronger relationship with their boyfriends and perhaps opening up the communication channels. Anyways, the subject I wanted to talk about was don't ask a question you don't want to know the answer to. Now, the type of question I'm talking about are things like, do I look fat in these pants? Do you really want to hear the answer to that? Do you really want to know his honest opinion? Obviously, you're feeling fat in these pants. Asking him if he thinks, guess what? You don't really want his opinion here. You don't care what his opinion is. You just want him to make you feel better. But guess what you're doing in the process? You're training your boyfriend to lie to you. If he tells you the honest truth, yeah, you do look fat in those. What are you going to do? You're not going to go, oh, sweetie, thank you so much for being honest. That was great. I really appreciate that. No. You're going to get upset at him. I can't believe you said that. Why would you say such a thing? Yeah, you're such a jerk. This doesn't help him. It doesn't help you. So what does he do? No, sweetie, of course not. No, you don't look fat in your pants. No, of course not. No. He lies. He lies because he doesn't want to deal with you getting upset. And he knows you really don't want to know his opinion. And this is the problem. If you ask questions like this, where you don't want his opinion, you teach him to lie to you. You're telling him, I don't really care what you're thinking. I don't really want to know what you're thinking. And in fact, if you tell me what you're thinking, I'm going to get upset. So instead, just tell me what I want to hear. If you've ever seen the movie Big Fat Greek Wedding, there's a quote in that movie that I absolutely love. And that's where the mother's talking to the daughter and she's kind of explaining the interactions between men and women. She says, the man may think he's the head of the household, but the woman is the neck. And she can turn the head any way she wants. That's exactly the way you need to interact with your boyfriend. Asking him the question, do you think I look fat in these pants? You're doing a couple of things. One, you're telling him you're fat. So you're directing his head towards your fatness. And then you're asking him for his opinion when you really didn't want it. So you're leaving that open-ended question. Instead, make a statement. Instead of saying, do I look fat? At which point he's going to look at you and go, yeah, you do look like you gained a little bit of weight and your ass doesn't look as good as it used to look. And I don't know what to say here. Okay. No, you don't. Instead of doing that, make the statement. Doesn't my butt look sexy in these jeans? At which point, now you're directing his head towards, okay, we're talking sexy, and she talked about her butt, and we're combining sexiness and butt together, and now I'm looking at your butt, and oh, great. That's, okay, yes, you're right. I agree, yes. You're turning his head where you want it to go. And you're not asking him that open-ended question where you don't want his opinion. You're making a statement, and all he has to do is agree with it. So you're not getting upset at him. You're not teaching him to lie to you. And that's really what it comes down to. Another question women always ask men. They'll be walking down the street. The guy will be looking around. He spots an attractive woman. Next thing you know, he gets caught. The girlfriend starts screaming at him. Do you think that's attractive? Do you find that girl attractive? Do you want his honest opinion? Yes, he finds her attractive. That's why he's looking at her. Does it mean he's going to leave you for her? No. Does it mean he's going to cheat on you? No. Men are visual creatures. they look around, if they see an attractive woman, they will look at her. That's the way we are. That's the way we're built. It doesn't mean he's less attracted to you. What you have to understand is, again, you're teaching him by getting upset at you. You're teaching him because he's not thinking the way you want him to think, that he just shouldn't express his thoughts and his feelings to you, that he should keep them bottled in. Yes, he finds her attractive. You don't want to know that. So don't ask that question. Instead, turn his head where you want him to look. So you know he's looking at that woman. Now go, but I bet you she can't satisfy you the way I do. Oh, wait a second. Light bulb goes off. Now he turns back to you going, hey, you know what? You're right. Because you do satisfy me and I am happy and I love you. That's why I'm with you. So don't get upset. Don't ask the question because you don't want to hear the answer to it. Instead, turn his attention to where you want it. Let him know, I bet you she can't make you as happy as I can make you. I bet you she doesn't even like pleasing a man the way I like to please you. I bet you she can't do that special thing in the bedroom that I like to do. Let him know. Turn his head. Make him look where you want him to look. Don't ask questions so that you can ambush him and get upset at him for his thoughts and feelings. That's just going to cause him to withdraw and not want to communicate with you. So when you have something important you want to talk about, he's going to go, wait a second, this is another ambush. I'm just not going to talk. I'm just going to withdraw and I'm going to communicate less and less with you. Instead of asking these questions you don't want to know the answer to, make statements that will turn his head where you want it to look. I hope you found this useful. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you found it useful, if it helped you in your life, or if you have any other questions. Always feel free to email me at paulwright@decodingmen.com. Or if you'd like to learn more, of course, come visit us at decodingmen.com.